The Sunrise Lands by S.M. Stirling. Narrated by Todd, McLaren. Copyright 2007 by S.M. Stirling. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with S.M. Stirling and Scoville Chichak Galen Literary Agency, Incorporated, and was produced in the year 2008 by Tantor Media, Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Chapter 1. Near Sutterdown, Willamette Valley, Oregon. Samhain Eve, October 30th, CY 22, 2020 A.D. Ingolf Vogler slapped his horse affectionately on the neck. He felt a little better now that the rain had stopped, even though it was the tag end of a chilly October day with a ragged sky the color of damp, raw wool rolling in from the west. His gloved hand made a wet smack on his mount's mud-spattered coat. Its breath smoked in the harsh wet air, and so did his. The hooves beat with a slow clop-crunch on the good crushed rock of the road, sending up little spurts of muddy water, whitish-gray with limestone dust. He summoned up a little of the old excitement at heading into fresh country as he looked about at the Willamette Valley, inhaling the musky, silty smell of fallen leaves and turned earth, and the faint tang of wood smoke drifting on the wind. Riding damp and cold was nothing new to him for all that he'd only turned 26 last summer, but the struggle to get over the high Cascades had been brutal. He'd barely crossed the Santiam Pass alive. The last blizzard would have killed him for sure if he hadn't had 2 warm horses, a good sleeping bag covered in oiled bison leather and lined with fleece and stuffed with down, and a lot of experience with cold weather. He hadn't been really dry or warm in the days since, either, and he could still feel the storm's white death in his bones. Though down here, 5,000 feet lower, things were just uncomfortable. Look on the bright side, he told himself. If any of the Prophet's cutters were still on my trail by then, they're surely dead and frozen under 20 feet of snow until spring. Hang in there, boy. Boy smelled powerfully of wet horse, but then Ingolf smelled of the wet wool of his jacket and pants, and wet leather and oiled metal from his gear and the harness. It had been a good long while since his last bath, too. You didn't, not out alone in the wilds in the cold season. You didn't take off your clothes at all if you could help it. That town should be coming up soon, boy. Good warm stable and oats for you if it's as fine as those yokels said it was. The horse snorted and shook its head in what he could have sworn was doubtfulness.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?